52 this time.
What's going on, Grogu? Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the iRacing Week 2. Back in Las Vegas. Sorry we're late. Grogu doing that vanish. So welcome in, everybody. Hope you had a great week. Welcome back. We're in Las Vegas Motor Speedway, WFO Racing Week number 2. We have 24 cars. 24 cars registered. I don't know that they're all on the track. I'm still looking through the stats here, trying to figure out who's where. So why don't we go ahead and get that ticker running across the top so you can see where your favorite racer is currently at. You're going to be stuck with just me today. DMS has lost his voice and he has not been able to find it. Let's run through the track and see where everybody's at currently right now. So first place, you got Lance Yancey in that 77. You have Vern Bradley currently in second place. John Sanu, just past Vern. John Sanu in the 86. Okay, apparently it's pit time. We got pits. All right, so John Sanu is your second place, followed by Chuck Sweeting in the 75. He is your third place right now. Jacob Daniels in that 72 is going to be number 4. Travis Smith is your number 5 spot in the 97. William Britton in that 64 is going to be 6th place. Mike J. Mitchell in that number 2 going to be 7th.
16.
Brian Miskell is going to be 8th place. Ivan Jones in the 53 is going to be 9th. And Ricky Fagone is going to round out your top 10.
This time.
Ready for it, Vinny?
We got 52 laps out of 125. Or 53 laps. Looks like we have 13 cars on the lead lap. So yeah, you guys are going to be stuck with me all by myself in the booth. I mean, DMS is here, but he can't shut, well, he can shut me down actually. So what's going on, WFO? Aren't you racing? What's going on, Emily? Wow.
My bad, I didn't mean to tweet you.
We got Lance holding that good lead. What, let's see, we've got, looks like some guys have gone into the pits at about 40 laps, 46 laps, and 50 laps. So we'll see how those pit strategies work out going through as the race progresses. Oh, looks like we had 28 cars in the race, and we've got several of them out already. So I'm going to apologize in advance because I am not half the broadcaster DMS normally is. So big shoes to fill, and I'm not very good at filling shoes. So mostly just diapers, huh? So we got Chuck catching up with the number 14, or 14th place car of Craig Lerman coming up into that lap traffic. Lance Yancey is out there with a 7.35 gap right now. He too is out there all by himself. I'm off today. I'm off today. So for those of you that are interested, this is a 1.5 mile oval track. It has 20-degree bank turns. It also has a 2.4 mile road course and a 1/2 mile short track and a dirt track. So it's got it all. It's got it all. Battle here for 5th place between Brian Miskell and Ricky Fagone. That guy's behind him they're groups 2 by 2 by 2 right now. 42 of Brad Patterson is lap traffic. '64 is also going to be lap traffic. 64, William Britton. I'm just confused. I thought they're lapped, but it doesn't look like they're lapped in the chart, so I'm not sure. We're riding along with Mike Mitchell right now. He's current for 5th place. He's got Brian Miskell right behind him. Then there's a gap. Then you got Glenn Jameson is your 7th place, and Michael McCauley is going to be 8th place, but he's got about a 6-second gap behind Glenn Jameson. So I'm going to guess with these gaps there has not been a caution yet. Yeah, that's right, DD. I'm all by myself. Still, it's off. It's off, guys. I don't know what it is. How are you doing, Dee Dee? Welcome in, Grogu. Been a bit. Been a bit. We got Ricky Fragone coming up on Chuck Sweeting there. It's gonna be a battle for third here in a moment. Neither one is pitted yet, so it's the fight of the tires. Why are you sorry, WFO? And Ricky Fagone takes that third place away from Chuck Sweeting.
Why do you keep thinking that's WFO?
Okay. I was gonna say I was confused how a WFO was typing so much and racing at the same time. All right, it makes sense now because now I'm looking over at the chat. Okay, all right. I'm picking up what you're putting down now.
Oh, it's about time.
I'm doing good, Dee Dee. DMS, as you guys may have just heard, is not. That is why I'm all by myself. Got it that time.
Yeah, I thought I that.
You just stay off the mic. Because you do so bad. What's going on, Diana? I am doing all right. How are you doing? I'm just trying to announce. Yeah, Ricky for going out there running. We'll see if he comes in for a pit. Looks like everybody's coming through for the pits now. I'm not sure. We were a little behind on the start, so we missed the beginning, so we aren't sure if there were any early issues.
Pitting.
You guys heard it. Bert just said that he signaled in. He's going to pit on this lap around. Got a lot of shifting and shaping going on in the lineup. There's Mike Cully coming out of the pits. I'm trying. I've got to come up with a lot more commentary now because usually DMS, he talks a lot. And I'm like the quiet, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You guys don't know what I'm trying to say either. All right, so now that they're kind of settling down coming out of the pits, score rundown. So we got Elsie Daly is currently in first in your number 6 car. Looks like he's battling some lap traffic there. You got Richard Holland is in second in that 31. Vern Bradley's back up there in third in that 14. John Snew is your current 4th place in that 86. I don't know what just happened there, but okay. Kyle Murphy is in 5th place in that 62. Brad Patterson is going to be your 6th place in the 42. William Britton is going to be 7th in the 64. Bradley Walters is currently running 8th in that 59. That's quite the colored car there. Thinking Ivan Jones is going to be 9th place in the 53. The red, white, and blue 53. Lance Yancey is going to be your 10th place. Sorry, 77. Jacob Daniels is going to be 11th. Travis Smith is 12. Chuck Sweeting is currently 13. Brian Miskell is 14. And Rick Pagone is going to be number 15. And these guys are shifting around. Not sure if there's still internet connection issues and they're flickering or what, but the numbers on their charts are just all over the place.
Oh, you 77.
Some might say DMS talks too much. Is that? Oh. On lap 81 out of 125.
$7.18 sitting in this time box.
So Elsie Daly's holding currently a 2.5 second gap in front of Richard Holland. Some of these guys, they've managed to get some good gaps between them. Well, they keep shifting around, so I don't know who's where. Elsie Daly going in for the pits. So that's going to put Richard Holland in first, Vern Bradley in second, John Snew is going to be third. So I'm not going to lie, guys. This chart is moving more than the Dow Jones Industrial chart does, I think, right now. I have not seen this many names shift around. Richard Verne and Kyle Murphy are all going in for pit stops. So that leaves John Snew as your current leader. With Brad Patterson in second with a 4.5 second gap behind John Snew. Lance Yancey's back in third. John Snew going into the pits now. Brad Patterson going into the pits. Looks like we got some pit strategy stuff going on here. Lance Yancey has a 2.3 second gap, and it is shortening between him and Chuck Sweeting. Chuck's got two laps fresher tires, so we'll see how that works out in the end. I don't know if they're going to have to make another pit stop before the end of the race or not, but what's going on, B&B? Like 25 cars officially on the track. We had 28 cars registered, which is an awesome showing. Awesome showing. Love to see it. Hey, there's a chart. You guys can see the names shift around just as much as I'm seeing, hopefully. Because they are shifting around.
Stand up.
Chuck Sweeting got that gap down to about a 2.3, and it's holding there now. So I don't know. He's sitting back and holding back, or
Pitting this time.
so we're gonna try and see. We got some cars somewhat grouped up. Why don't we try and go ahead and do a crank it up?
Sorry, Paul.
No problem.
Nice, Dave.
Did I wrong you on a past life there today?
No, sir. She just got loose in the red violence.
So DMS B&B, he's here. He's running the board. He's running the board. He can't really talk though. Guys, the guys seem to have settled in a little bit, so we'll run through the top 10 here quick. So we got Lance Yancey is currently leading. That 77 car that we're following around with. Chuck Sweeting lost a little ground on him, but he's currently second in that 75. Travis Smith is third, and the name started shifting. Ricky Fagone is going to be fourth place. Brian Miskell is fifth place in that 33. Mike J. Mitchell in the 2 is your sixth place. Glenn Jameson back up there in the top 10. He's currently running seventh. Elsie Daly in the 6th is going to be 8th place. Burt Wilson in the 70 is going to be 9. Which color Nerds car has he got tonight? Looks like he's got a white on green, or silver on green, sorry. And then Vern will round out your top 10. As you guys saw during that crank it up, they were running 3 wide there, and they almost had an incident. Oh no, he's tried to talk a couple times to yell at me. You know, he's got those youngins in his house now, giving him all kinds of diseases, things he's not used to getting. He's probably getting more things now than he got in his 20s. Maybe not, I don't know, but maybe. Looks like we've got a little bit of battle for third place again between Travis Smith and Ricky Pagone. Well, maybe that gap was a little bigger than I thought it was. Story of my life. Got the guys all kind of running out there. A lot of gaps. Looks like the tightest fight right now. Probably Travis and Ricky. Only 0.42 between those two. Hanging out in the WFO Racing blimp, getting those sky shots. You know, it's convenient that DMS is sick for this race because this was his favorite place to be last year. Not at this racetrack, but downtown Las Vegas. That's why this one's called the Uber Driver 275. Those of you that don't know, DMS had a little bit of a rough time getting home from Vegas. This whole trip was kind of rough, actually. He was afraid to go back to his hotel one night, though, so I had to host him in mine. So definitely wouldn't recommend, if anybody plans on going to Vegas, wouldn't recommend Circus Circus. Unless you're into catching more things than what DMS is catching right now. Okay. Got 17 laps to go. Keep it going, running a good round. Gonna challenge 97 to Travis Smith for that third place. Making a run for it, making a push. Here you got Chuck Sweeting, your second place position right now. Do a little ride along with him. See that 1.5 gap in front of him, which he's making gains on it. It was 2.3. Now we're down to 1.4. He's got 14 laps to go. Will he have enough to catch him and challenge for that first place? Looks like he's finding his line. He's making some decent gains. Riding around, got that hot pink suit on. There is your current race leader, Lance Yancey, in that Ford 77, sorry. The gap is down to 1.15. Probably feeling a little pressure now, seeing Chuck in that rearview mirror getting closer and closer as they get further and further along here. With 11 laps to go, Be interested to see how close this gap gets, because Chuck is now at the 1 second mark. He's only 1 second behind Lance now. And it looks like they are catching up to some lap traffic, so that'll put some interference out there for him. Maybe help Chuck, maybe hurt Chuck, not sure. We'll see when they get there. There's your battle for third still going on. Ricky not letting up. Ricky gonna go to the outside. I'd say 2 more laps and Ricky might pass him. Just kind of feeling it out right now. Figuring out where the spot is to get around him. And then also, back up front, looks like Chuck's got that gap down to a 0.14. He's knocking on that door for first place. And just like that, Chuck Sweeting is now your current leader. Six laps to go. Chuck Sweeting is now your race leader. Lance Yancey is second. Travis Smith and Ricky Fagone, they're still battling for that third place. Chuck Sweeting making that gap just grow. He's now almost a second ahead. And Ricky has taken third place. Taken third place away from Travis Smith. So with 4 laps to go, we got Chuck Sweeting in first. Lance Yancey is second. Ricky Fagone in third. Travis Smith is fourth. I'm waiting for the names to kind of settle down a little bit. Travis and Ricky battling back and forth for that third place again. Looks like this will be the battle at the finish. Chuck has grown his gap to 1.6, 1.7. So this will be the battle at the end of the race.
Yeah, man.
All right, we got people voting for the driver of the day. Diana, Cindy, Dee Dee, Emily, B&B, all voting for number 10. Ricky Pagone.
Travis and Ricky, I'm not going to try and pass you. I'm going to let you guys duke it out. So I understand.
We are on the last lap. So who's it going to be? Is it going to be Ricky? Is it going to be Travis? Here's your battle.
Good win, Chuck.
Ricky going to the outside. Travis holding that inside.
Okay. Good race.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Yeah.
It's going to be close. It looks like Ricky got it by 2/100ths of a second.
Nice win, Chuck.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, good win, Chuck.
Appreciate it.
Well, hi there, Mama Riddle.
John, what happened? You messed up on pit road or something?
I'll say hi for DMS
Yeah,
also
I came
because
in
he can't.
too hot. I got a 40-second speeding penalty. So.
Oh, damn. I thought you had it. You were really fast.
Yeah.
So there is your race winner,
Good run, though.
Chuck
Good day.
Sweeting.
Thank you.
Good win, Chuck.
So there are the standings. You got Chuck finished first. Lance Yancey is second place. Ricky Fagone third. Travis Smith in fourth. Brian Miskell fifth. LZ Daly sixth. Vern Bradley getting the top 10 in seventh. Roy Hyde eighth. Mike Mitchell in ninth. And Richard Holland rounds out your top 10. Hey there, Chuck. You got a copy.
Hey guys, how's it going?
I think the better question is, how's it going with you?
It's a good night, man. Anytime you can get a win, it's a good night.
So why don't you take us through the race? Tell us the highs and lows, what you kind of saw out there. There's a lot of gaps between you guys.
Yeah, that early caution was just enough fuel to make it on one more stop and save a set of tires, and just in case there was a late caution, which we didn't have, so didn't ever use them tires. But yeah, it was just a matter of patience at that point. I noticed a couple of the really fast guys would fall off really late in the run, and so I had to be patient early and save that right front tire, and it paid off. I finally ran Lance down. He was so fast all night too, so it paid off saving the tires and brought it home.
Yeah, it did. And we unfortunately missed that earlier caution, but we're here now.
Well, that's good that you're here now.
And I'm trying to fill in because DMS can't speak right now. So, you know, I'm doing what I can. So, I guess next up is it who do you want to thank out there?
Just thanks to Vern, Michael. What's going on with DMS? I heard he was sick. Is that true?
Yeah, he's got some littles running around his house that are just German everything up, and now he can't talk.
Well, feel better, DMS. I know you can probably hear me. So, yeah, just thanks to everybody in the league, all the drivers for all the respect, and just had a good time, and look forward to the next one.
Alrighty, congratulations, Chuck. Everybody, Chuck Sweeting, your race winner tonight.
Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Chuck. All right, let's see if we can find Lance Yancey. Lance, do you got a copy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. How's it going, Lance?
Doing pretty good. How y'all doing up there in the booth?
Oh, we're doing all right. I'm doing better than DMS, but you know, it is what it is. So how we missed the beginning of the race, but how it sounds like you had a commanding lead through most of the race. So why don't you take us through the beginning and kind of the end there?
Yeah, early caution came out, and I went off cycle from everybody else. Took a set of tires, and got a pretty good lead, but turned out to work in my favor as far as leading a bunch of laps. But there on the final end, looked like I burnt the right front off a little bit, trying to get too far out there, and come back and bit me in the hind end.
Yeah, it made it for a good end there between you and Chuck for who's gonna take first, but you can't be disappointed in a second either.
No, not real disappointed. We had a pretty good Ford Mustang, Sam's Express vehicle tonight. Thanks to them and everybody that watches me, my wife, and the Dirty Air boys, Travis Smith, Brian Mescal, and Roy that we race on here together, and everybody that watches me. I'm not too burnt out on a second, but I feel like I could have been one position better. That would have been better.
Yeah, that is the desire by everybody. And but you had a really great race. I thought there for a while, I thought you were going to take away with it because you had such a commanding lead on everybody. Obviously pit strategies were a little different for everybody. And, like you said, that the tire just didn't hold up for you at the end, but overall great race from you. Good to see you here in second. And I think this is the first time I'm newer to this league, so I don't know. Are you newer to this league also, or have you been around?
Yeah, this is my second race with the league. So yeah, this is my first season with them.
Okay. So another thing, can't be disappointed in that second place in the new league and everything. So what do you think of the league so far?
So far I've had a good time. First two races have been fun. Got crashed out at Daytona, but this Vegas race was pretty awesome.
All right. Well, thanks for coming here. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for, joining in the league with everybody, and congratulations on second place tonight.
Yeah, appreciate it. I appreciate WFO and the league and everything else.
That was going to be my next question. Do you have anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, just like I said earlier, everybody that watches and the Dirty Air crew, and that'd be it for me.
All right, well, thank you very much. Congratulations on second place tonight.
Thank you.
All right, and then third place. Ricky Fagoni got a copy.
Oh, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. I'm trying to fill some big shoes, but
Yeah, there's some
we're
big
holding her
shoes,
down.
Bill, that's for sure. Where's DNS?
He's here. He just his voice isn't here.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't think we was having a broadcast tonight. So is that not the case? Are we having one? What's the deal?
Oh no, there's one. It was a little delayed.
I gotcha. Well, that'll
So we missed.
We appreciate that.
We missed that first caution you guys had. I think we got in about lap 18 or so, or no, it was lap 40 something. But yeah, so why don't you take us through? It was a awesome battle there at the end.
Yeah, well, I wasn't sure how this was going to shake out. I thought I was going to be short 20 laps into the race. I didn't know if we could make it or not, and it just happened to work out where we could do one stop. And I had my focus on LZ, and I think if he was on the march, and then after a while, he kind of stalled out and started running the same lap times as me, so I stopped looking in the relative at that point. But yeah, just a strategy call and a good race with Travis Smith. I know I was more than content to follow him right to the checkered flag in fourth place, and I tried to make a kind of get out of his footsteps a little bit and try to do something different. Maybe see if I couldn't get him on the exit of the corner, but he did a good job holding it together. And we had us a little battle there at the end. I'm glad I didn't turn him because Jesus, I went to look low and he went through a block on me, and I run right in the back of him as I was going back up the track to get behind him or go to the outside of him, and we managed to keep it clean. I want to say good race to him and Lance, and congratulate Chuck on the win. That was a good, well played strategy, and I wish I'd had a little bit smoother of a pit stop there on the green. I think I'd have been a little bit closer, but either way, I'll take third and be happy with it.
Yeah, you and, like I say, you and Travis, that battle at the end there, you beat him by 2/100ths of a second, and it was a great finish to watch, and obviously not quite as intense as last week's finish on the trucks, but
Well, we will bring it across the finish line in a pile of fire and molten metal if we have to, like we did Daytona. But now this is shaping up to be, I think, probably one of the best seasons we've seen here at WFO. There's a lot of good drivers in here, and a lot of clean, respectable people too, and we're here to have a good time. Here to have some fun. I know to finish off, I took some pile of time off. I was getting frustrated every time I turned on my computer. I think it's mostly due to the fear porn I've been consuming lately, and I had to take a few months off to fucking break myself of that habit so I can get back into a good mood as I usually am. But I'm glad to be back, and I look forward to tomorrow night, and I look forward to the whole season.
yeah, and to speak to your point, we had 28 cars registered for tonight, and 25 of them raced most of the race. So I mean, it's a great showing.
Absolutely, and this thing was a little bit of a handful early on. I think once the track got rubbered up, it was a little less loose, but if you drive it really hard, it's still going to get sideways off the exits, and I noticed a couple of times it was doing it entering the corner too. So it's really, you're having to adjust your how you approach entry, and it really affects how you get through the center, and then it ultimately affects how fast you go down the straightaways off the exit. But it was a good race, and a lot of patience tonight, a lot of give and take. And again, I want to thank all the drivers that showed up tonight, and who hopefully they'll continue to show up the rest of the season, because this is a good time. Most fun you'll have with your clothes on.
Well, congratulations on that third place. And not only did you get third place, but you got driver of the day.
Oh, thanks, Amy Army. I appreciate you out there. I know we have a lot of fun racing with Al, and I look forward to it each and every week. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
All right. Is there anybody you want to give thanks to while you're here?
Just you two up in the booth. Hopefully DNS did not start. Feels a little better for next week. I think he blew his vocal cords out to finish the last Wednesday. I know watching that replay was pretty fun, hearing him get all excited. But he called it. He said, "You guys I think it was you that said they were coming to the line 3 wide this time," and sure enough, we made it, but we didn't quite get there. 100 feet short.
Yeah.
But thank you guys right there. Everybody sitting at home watching from on YouTube or wherever you're streaming.
All right. Well, Ricky, congratulations on the third place and driver of the day. Have yourself a good evening.
I will. Thank you.
We'll hopefully see you up here again.
Yeah, fingers crossed, maybe. Tomorrow night. We'll see.
All righty.
All right,
Later on. All right, everybody. So that's going to conclude the broadcast for this evening. I hope you all had a good time. I hope it was a great race for you. I hope you all had fun. I apologize for not being as entertaining as Mr. DMS. Hopefully he gets better soon and he'll be able to entertain you all in the future very soon. So, with that being said, I want to give thanks to all the drivers that are here today. WFO for supporting the league. I can't remember. Vern, Macaulay, all for doing what they do. DMS for doing the broadcast, and all of you for being out here watching. Thank you, and we will see you next time. Have a great week, and later on, everybody.